everybody. It's Eric, Model Builder 81 here. Just wanted to give a big thank you to Rob at Papa's Model Car Room. Giving me the shout out, whatnot, trying to help get me out there so people can find me. Yeah, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I haven't been on here very long, like he was saying in the video. I had to almost double take it when I seen he held a piece of paper up. That was just awesome, man. I very, very much appreciate it. Put a big smile on my face like it is now. That is very cool. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. But I got a couple things here I'd like to show. A couple of them, they're both in paint. It's only two I'm going to show. One has to lose a wheel. I'm just going to sit them under there. And this one is the 64 Olds convertible. I don't know if these wheels will go on because I can't get axles to really fit. I don't know. But it's the old spinners. I don't know if you'll be able to really see that they spinners. It's sitting a little lower than it will. I'm sorry. But yeah, the paint's pretty sharp. It needs some clear. That was some sort of automotive paint. I don't remember. Do I have it close? Yeah, custom Rust-Oleum that I picked up from Advanced Auto. And then I tried and tried. This is like the second time I painted that. I had to strip it the first time. Done some weird, wrinkling and fisheye or whatever. So turned out pretty good this time. I just need to give it a wash. On the weather's getting there, I think, finally. But here within the next few days, I hope to get some clear on it. The blue turned out pretty good on that. I really like that color. Have to see how it looks with the clear on it. Oh, and I got the hood, but it's still in a primer. It had the louvers or the vents on it. And I've sanded and can't quite get them down to where they're not visible. But I don't want them on this hood. I have like 3 of that kit, and then I have 3 of the hardtop. So I'd like to do variables with the hoods and whatnot. I cut one of the convertibles up, and I'm putting a Chevelle chassis under it. Because I'm putting that salt flat racer top or whatever you would call it on it. But yeah, definitely trying to change up the hood scenarios. And here's an old kit. I had probably started this when my kids were either really little or before they were born, and then I had to strip it. And I just recently repainted it within like the last week or so. Hoping to put these wheels on it, but then they kind of stick out a little farther than I would like. I'm kind of picky about that. I like to be flush with the fenders. So, I don't know. They do look good on there, though. They look pretty good on there, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm going to leave them. It's one of those things. I don't like how that would probably be 2-3 inches in real life. That not really liking it, but it does look good though. That's one of those. And the other wheels that I was trying on it wouldn't even fit under the wheel wells. I don't know. And this one tire got messed up at one point, so it would be nice to find something. I got it tucked in the back. Can't even tell. It'd be nice to get it on something similar to that with some fenders. Or maybe not fenders, just tucked away and hidden. Those are pretty nice wheels. Yeah, it sucked. I had some glue spill, and it stuck in the glue on my cut mat. And yeah, I didn't notice it until the next day or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly how long it took me, but I found them. There's another tire stuck to it, and there's like a ring here with two tires in it. If I can find it. Oh yeah, right there. You guys can kind of see it, but yeah, that and another set of tires got run. The other one got it worse than this one, but it is what it is. Try to tuck it away and still use them. I'm just gonna go on the shelf anyway, just for fun. I hate to throw them away. I have one set of wheels though. I think they were the shocks. There were some Hoppin' Hydros wheels, and one of them got broke. So I'm kind of thinking about once I relocate those 3, because there's 3 good ones out of the 4, thinking about using a set of those for like a trailer and then having like a spare wheel for a trailer. I'll figure it out when I find them, I suppose. But yeah, oh yeah, and this one needs clear too. Yeah, no clear, but and this is some Ace Hardware paint. I heard someone bragging it up, saying it was pretty good. It didn't turn out too bad. I didn't quite get the orange or the shine that I seen in the other videos, but it took 3 or 4 coats to even get that orange to look as good as it does. I had a gray primer. Maybe that was part of my problem instead of the white. But I've had problems finding a good white primer in a rattle can. I usually go with the gray, or sometimes I'll flat black, depending on the color. But and then flat black, especially like on engine details, you can give your color coat over the black, sorry, and then it just kind of gives it that detailed, and then also not only that, but it gives it a little more easier weathered effect if you do it right. Which my one Impala, I had issues, which it looked good in primer. I put the orange, I think it was orange, put the color on it anyway, and then it just didn't quite look as good as I was hoping. It's bad to want your engine to look, nice or whatnot, or perfect, but it didn't quite look that way, and I wasn't going to strip it. So I just ended up getting some of my acrylic blackout, which this is the gloss. I got the flat blackout, but it's the same brand anyway. Walmart special. But got that out and dry brushed that on, and it looks like it's, dirty and had a little maybe oil spill on it. Gives it that better look, and then I didn't have to repaint it. And it looks good in the car because that's got heater hoses, and that's the 67 four-door Impala that I built. Finished it somewhat last year, but it needed the exhausts and the wiper blades on it, and I finally got it done this year. Yeah, it sat. It looked good sitting there, but yeah, I don't know. One of them things, I guess. I just didn't push to get it done. I should have sooner because it looks really good with the exhaust under it and then the wiper blades on it. Not that those are really that noticeable in a sense, but when it ain't got no exhaust and you're really checking it, that kind of stands out. At least, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out what I'm building for the upcoming group build that I'm gonna join. The only one I've ever been in. I kind of would like to do 2 cars, but I don't want to push it. I got a couple ideas either way. There's either other kits in there I found that are still sealed. I'd like to open it in the video on the first. And just that way seeing that it's being opened, and then start to build a little maybe in the video, and assemble the engine block halves, or just a few little things. Nothing, I don't want to bore anyone with stuff they've already seen. Just to kind of show, though, that I'm starting it then and whatnot, and get it going from there. But I'm thinking about a GTX that one of my buddies gave me a few years ago for Christmas. Thinking about that, and the other four-door Impala that I'd really love to get going, even though that's the only one I kind of did last year, really. Well, I did a few others, but that was the only really nice detailed kit that I done. There was a couple others that I'd finished last year, but that was, and then I did a Challenger from start to finish, sorry, and then that Impala. But yeah, a lot of other stuff I just finished. There was a few snap kits. There's like 3 or 4 snap kits that I done. A couple of them were just kind of cool, and then I wasn't as fully impressed with the one, which it's the Cop Monopoly, like Willys. I wasn't as impressed with that. But the box art was all drawings, man. That can be misleading sometimes. I've never seen the kit out of the box. I opened it up, yeah. I may paint it eventually and detail it, but right now it's in plastic. I mean, all 3 of them are. But then I think the other one's the Shizum. It's slammed on the ground with the big fins in the rear, and it's a sharp-looking car. But I definitely want to paint that one. And then the Chrysler, whatever the Sebring or whatever it is, I had issues with getting the rear end to even glue on it. It's like gapped and not fitting. Maybe I'll paint that one too, but I definitely want to paint the green Shizum. I believe that's what it's called, the Shizum. I could be wrong on that, but Got the big blower that clips down into the hood, just to give it that more realistic look. But pretty cool for a little snap kit anyway. But I think I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thanks for all the the little bit of likes I'm getting so far, and please, anybody can share my videos, get me out there, help me out, please. I know you already have Papa's Model Car Room. I definitely appreciate it. That was so awesome. Definitely great of you, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but like and share, subscribe. I do appreciate you guys. All right, y'all have a good one.